So if you're a Web3 beginner, this will save you from months of struggle. These are things I wish I knew when I first got into Web3. Now, I'm no expert. I'm just a girl documenting her Web3 journey. And I think if I knew these things I'm about to share, it would have been easier for me. Like, the journey would have been way easier. So the first thing would be truly getting to know what Web3 is like in my own voice. Because there are a whole lot of technical stuff, jargons on the internet that tells you what Web3 is. But then the first thing I would do would be truly like getting to understand what this Web3 is about. Like, because it's one thing to claim to be in Web3, or it's one thing to get into something, and it's another thing to really understand what you're into. It's of no essence if you don't truly understand what you're doing. Then after that would be growing my Twitter page. Twitter is mostly used by Web3 people, like anybody in Web3. If you don't have a Twitter page, honestly, it might still work for you, but Twitter is what most Web3 people use, and it's something very important to grow. If you're in Web3, you should grow your Twitter page. That's another thing I would do that would have helped me as a beginner. A whole lot of opportunities with having a good Twitter account. And again, it's not about followers. Oh. It's not just about followers. It's about what you put out, your the value you bring. And you have to be consistent with posting on X. That's another thing. Should be very consistent with posting on X, like trying to grow your account. Show up every day. Yeah. Then the third thing would be, this is getting very important now. It's not like the ones I said earlier are not important, but this is the cocoa. Ask myself this question. Ask yourself this question, because it's not me again. What is it you would do if you're not getting money out of something? What is it you would do you wouldn't have any issues doing for the rest of your life? Ask yourself that question. Like, something you don't mind not being paid for. If you can ask yourself that and you have something like that, perfect. But if you already have a skill, like a Web2 skill, say graphic designing, writing, um any other Web2 skill, you can actually bring it to Web3. But if you don't, I don't know, if even if you have a Web2 skill, I just think people should do things like things they enjoy doing. When you do something that you enjoy doing, it won't be like work to you. Do you get? It will be like something that is part of you. Like, it won't be difficult. I don't think it's a good thing forcing yourself to do something you're not interested in. You only get drained, and this space is already one that's actually drains you. You have to be up and doing. So imagine being in a space like this, as competitive as this, then you're also doing something you don't like. You will not go anywhere. Oh. So the next thing I would advise would be thinking of something you would do for free, thinking of something you enjoy doing naturally, and bringing it into Web3, offering it as a service in Web3. Then another thing I think people have issues with doing is, maybe this is like Web3 jobs. This third point I gave now is Web3 jobs. Is the approach. You don't know how to like, most people don't know how to approach developers or founders or hiring managers or whoever it is you're going to like ask for the job. It's it's another thing to have the skill, to know what you're doing, and it's another thing to get it. Another thing would be imagining if you're the dev or the person who is in charge of hiring. Would you hire you? Would you hire yourself? Be so good at it that they cannot say no to you. Their disappointments there. Like, everything is not guaranteed, yeah, but the, the chance of you getting no for an answer should be lesser. Be so good at it. And if you don't have like experience, like no experience whatsoever, when you figured out what you want to do, like the service you want to offer here in the Web3 space, you can actually do it for free. So like find a project that needs that service and offer it for free, then use it to like as proof of work to what you've done. So like when you go to speak to the people that are going to hire you to get paid, you show them this as proof of work that you've done this before. Like I said, it's very important to do something like you enjoy doing. That's what I feel and think. Nothing will be make connections, connect to people. Nobody makes it alone, no. You have to make connections, connect to people. And when I'm talking about making connections, I'm not just saying, oh, go to chat idolos or talk to people that are way higher than you that will snub your messages. You can start with people in the same level with you, people that are growing with you. You get? Start with small accounts, make connections with people, talk to people, get to know people. You don't know where your next job or next win will come from. It doesn't have to be from big accounts. Yeah, learn from big accounts. Many of them have value to give. Many of them dish out value that you can actually get and learn from. Jobs I've gotten, some jobs I've gotten are from people that I connected with, like people that small accounts like mine that I connected with. Do you get? So it doesn't have to be big accounts. Connect to people. Because I cannot emphasize on how important making connections is in this space. That would be another thing. Then another thing I would do, which honestly I'm not even doing right now. Like I'm not even close to perfect when it comes to that. Would be doing something that wouldn't really depend on people. I don't know, let me come again if you don't get me. There are things that I feel, even if the type that focuses on something that is not certain, things like testnets and airdrops that you don't know when they are going to launch. If you're good at this, no matter how bad it is, no matter how long those projects you're hoping on to launch takes, you're still not going to be hungry. I feel like you should learn things that wouldn't necessarily need somebody's help for you to gain from in this space. And I'm talking about things like trading. I'm not even good at it. I'm still learning. Like I'm a beginner when it comes to trading. Like I'm still trying to like figure the whole thing out. When I got into Web3, most things I focused on are things that would come with the money, not things that will have to input money to do first. So that's why I'm telling you now that me by myself, I'm still trying to grow in this area. So please learn trading. People that I've seen that have made millions, that yeah, you can make that from every any aspect of Web3. You can make it from testnets, you can make it from jobs, you can make it from any aspect of Web3 if you know what you're doing. But the ones I've seen that do give that kind money, oh, there's some amounts you hear, you'll be like, it's from trading. Learn something that you won't have to depend on someone or depend on a situation or an outcome for you to get money from. If it comes to testing, okay, let's use for example jobs. Um, if you're if you're into jobs, yeah, you will have to provide value first, then show this dev or show this founder that you're valuable. It's now the person that will decide if they are going to hire you or not. But the power is still in somebody's hands. If it's testnets or airdrops you're doing, you're going to put in the work and wait till they launch for them to reward you. It's still in the hands of another person. But when you learn how to trade, I feel when you learn how to trade and know how to do it very well, like be your own alpha caller, you're not dependent on anybody. It's not as, even if there's anything like that, it's not as heavy as it is in other aspects of Web3, like all these testnets and airdrops and jobs. So I just feel like learn something that wouldn't, it might not be just trade, it might still not be only trading, but this is the only one I could think of. Learn something that wouldn't like be dependent on another person before you get wins from, before you get cash from. This is what I think would save anybody who is into Web3 or a beginner from struggling, from months of getting drained. So the first one, like I said, is learn what Web3 truly is. The second one will be growing your page, grow your Twitter page. The third one would be offering something you enjoy doing as a service. The fourth one will be making connections. I'm heavy on making connections. Please make connections. And like I said, it doesn't have to be big accounts. Then the fifth one will be learning stuff that doesn't fully depend on someone for you to earn, like trading. Be your own alpha caller. If you can be able to do all these things, I think Web3 will be easier for you. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. And if you got any value from this, do well to like and subscribe, please. That will really help me.